So the two teams gathered in the tunnel, and you can't keep Merseyside down this season. Emlyn Hughes, the England captain today, for the first time in some 3 years, from Liverpool, of course, and Scotland captained by Bruce Rioch from Everton. A tremendous welcome. The three officials there, all from Hungary, and they'll be relishing this atmosphere. And Wembley cloaked in tartan, because everywhere you look there are Scottish flags as they welcome their side, who've not won here, Scotland, for 10 years. It was 1967, when England were world champions, that Scotland lost one at Wembley by 3-2. So as the teams break, the noise still coming mostly from the Scottish supporters, but the England team showing 3 changes. Ray Clements is back in goal in place of Peter Shilton. Trevor Francis of Birmingham plays at number 7 for the injured Keegan, and at number 10 from Ipswich, Brian Talbot gets his first full match for England in place of Trevor Brooking, who's also injured. Francis and Talbot playing against Scotland for the first time, as indeed are 2 other England players, Phil Neal and Brian Greenough. Scotland have picked the side which they wanted to choose, the one which beat Northern Ireland in midweek. The only absentee really, Martin Buchan, who wasn't fit. So Tom Forsyth continuing there, one of the 4 Scottish-based players in the team, which includes 7 Anglo-Scots players who play for English clubs. On the bench there, Fred Street and Bill Taylor from the England backroom team. And the Scots on the far side, the substitutes just sitting down. And fitting that this international championship could still end in 3 ways, depending on the result today. If Scotland win here, they take the title outright. A draw would mean that they share it with Wales. And if England win, then England and Wales would share the international championship. Scotland are playing from right to left in the white shorts. It was Hughes up with Dalglish. Number 10 is Hartley. Good tackle by Brian Greenough. Here's Francis. Neil. Watson and Jordan together, as they will be all afternoon, I should think. Given away by Rioch. And that's for Shannon if he can reach it, but he can't. Willie Donachie with the throw for Scotland. It's a clumsy challenge by Dave Watson. McQueen has made his way up to support Jordan in the box. The 2 big men on the far side waiting to come in as Masson takes it. Jordan got it well. Shannon. Shannon again, fouled by McQueen. Well, England will be wanting to test this Scottish goalkeeper as soon as possible. Watson has gone at number 5. Played for Pearson. This is Dalglish. Free kick was it? But he had the ball anyway. This early tackling on both sides, very sharp. McQueen. That's a foul by Kennedy. And to say that England have gone into this match looking determined is perhaps an understatement. Here's Rioch. England so keen to make up for what happened in midweek. Started with a lot of urgency, but then Scotland themselves need no incentive here. It's all there for them. Kennedy. Neil. This is Rioch. Motson. Again starting the attack from his own half, John Motson. Here he is again. Looking for Dalglish. Little shove by Mills, was it? Still Dalglish. And Mills twice there, tugging in. And Dalglish looks towards the line and gets nothing. Mills going in behind him the first time. Dalglish shielding it well, and did Mills use his arms fairly or unfairly? Anyway, it's a goal kick. Rioch. Now Hartford. That was McQueen on Shannon. String of early free kicks. Pearson goes near post. Francis round the back offside. But Trevor Francis there has been told by Don Revie to start this match wide on the right. The idea being to try and draw Donachie and make space for other players. And certainly there, if he hadn't have been offside, he was round the back of the defence. Came off Mills. Dalglish. Motson. Good play from the Scots. Dalglish again against Mills. Jordan is there, trying to turn against Watson and couldn't. Two promising attacks by Scotland. That was Johnston on. Dalglish. And while we wait for the goal kick, let's have a word from Jimmy Hill.
A very interesting battle going on there between Mick Mills and Kenny Dalglish, and at the moment Dalglish has the superiority because that wasn't quite a penalty, but it was very near. and I think it's given a little bit of psychological mastery over him, which Scotland might well take advantage of.
Certainly the Scottish supporters pleased with the start their team has made here. But this is Francis for England. Foul by McQueen, but he had the advantage. Green off. Francis again. And again. Wouldn't have counted. There was a flag up against Pearson, who was offside. But it was Francis who had the shot. Motson, Rioch, and now McQueen. Scotland playing with Dalglish and Jordan up front and Johnston wide on the left. Here's Rioch. Talbot's was the tackle. And Scotland's is the free kick. Some stiff challenges coming in, especially in the midfield in these opening minutes. Motson took it. Jordan! And whenever Jordan's around, there's danger in the air for England. Dave Watson is the player who'll have to mark him most, I would think, but he came in there. Danny McQueen. Lovely ball to Dalglish. Hartford. Scotland playing some sweet stuff at times. Hartford again. But now Talbot. This is Pearson to Mills. Just Shannon in the box at the moment for England. Number 8. Here's Motson. Oh, they're finding some room in the middle of the field. And Motson is all over the place. Offside. Jordan. Having said that, some good approach play by Scotland, especially by John Motson. Brian Talbot's got quite a job there to keep Motson quiet in the middle of the field. That's what he's been told to do by Don Revie. Shannon. Neil. Just got it away in time. Greenhoff. Talbot with Mills outside. It was Forsyth's tackle on Shannon. So a free kick to England, which will be taken by Kennedy. Watson is up for it, number 5. It came to Greenhoff! And the goalkeeper turned the header over, it would seem. The call has been given anyway. Greenhoff came in behind the others, completely unmarked, so they took the defence away. Now, did Ruff touch that? I think he did. Away by McQueen, you've got to be brave in there. Play on. McGrain's header out, it's going to come to Francis. McGrain again. McQueen is still halfway in his own half, appealing for a free kick. The pace of the match in this opening 20 minutes quite tremendous. Here's Shannon for England. Pearson is coming in from the far post. Foul by McQueen. England now beginning to look promising. One or two good runs up front, committing the Scottish defenders. Kennedy arriving, and England have been working on that this week in training, trying to get Kennedy in at the far post where they think Scotland might be exposed in the air. McQueen, now Hartford, Dalglish, Hartford again, Johnson is on the left, he hasn't had a pass like that yet. Hit Dalglish, Hartford! Hartford, who's finishing in this championship so far, hasn't been terribly good. He missed better chances than that against Wales and Northern Ireland, but the build-up there from Scotland was good. Shannon. Looking for Jordan. Straight to Mass, and now Rioch. Hartford, Donachie, Johnston, Hartford again, Willie Johnston, the Scots love to see a winger teasing his opponent. Johnston unselfishly pulling it back for Hartford, and the shot just the wrong side of the post for Scotland. Watson. Are they offside? The linesman's flag has stayed down, and Shannon is away. But the referee, in fact, then makes the decision and blows up. Now, Scotland were caught for a moment, and England are complaining because the linesman's flag did not go up there, and Shannon was almost away. But the referee, in a sense overruling the linesman, made his own mind up. Oh, who's misjudged it? Dalglish it is! England were caught out. Mistake initially by Mills, but then by Hughes, who misjudged it. And Dalglish getting underneath it. Doesn't make many mistakes, Emlyn Hughes, but ironically one of them in the FA Cup final led to a goal by Pearson. Here's Francis. Shannon. Foul by Donachie. Greenock, who's come back after having a quick word with the trainer, Fred Street. Shannon stealing in. And it was the Scottish defender who jumped with him for Scythe who got the worst of that. Hartford. Offside was given. Good play by McQueen. He does love to come forward. Jordan is out right, where he might use his pace, but Talbot got that well. Always an important psychological period, the 3 or 4 minutes before half-time, especially when the match is as evenly poised as this one is. McQueen. Rioch. This was a bit too long. Handball by Neil. I think he felt that Dalglish was pushing him, but he certainly handled it. McQueen! Scotland are in front, and England are undone at the set piece. Chipped across by Hartford. Rioch came thundering in as well, but Gordon McQueen's was the head that slammed that down into the bottom corner. Beautifully taken. And McQueen, who scored against Northern Ireland on Wednesday, puts the Scots ahead at Wembley. And Scotland go off well pleased by the goal from Gordon McQueen, number 5. An even match until the 43rd minute, but McQueen's power in the air from set pieces, which is something England knew all about, has given the Scots the advantage at half-time. Ali McLeod there, walking to his seat, well aware that his job and Don Reedy's job is to build a team to qualify for Argentina next summer. But he'll never convince these supporters that the most important thing is not to beat England. And they believe that, and they can see, with a goal in hand at half-time, a possibility anyway, of Scotland retaining the International Championship that they won last year. Don't forget, if the score stays like this, Scotland would win the title outright with 5 points to the 4 already gathered by Wales. England in the second half playing from the right. Scotland have started with Macari up front, number 17. Dalglish. Was Hartford offside against Dalglish? Talbot. There's Watson. Talbot to Mills. Alan Ruffin, the Scottish goal, hasn't been severely tested yet. Here's Hartford to Johnston. Dalglish and McQueen are both well forward in the middle. Masson is joining them. The ball ran off Mills, who I thought might have been fouled by McQueen. I thought he pushed him. Anyway, a call has been given. Here's Rioch. Scott's looking for an offside. Greenough. McQueen to Dalglish. McQueen's gone on running. In the end, he was intercepted. Pearson. Francis. Shannon is in the area. So is Pearson now. That was Shannon. And Shannon and McQueen colliding just after we'd had the header. Kennedy. Good tackle for Side. Still a truly combative match. That goal has given Scotland an edge and an incentive. Went through Watson to Dalglish. Watson made up for it though, and Shannon finds Francis. Taking on Donachie. Here's Cherry. Well played by Cherry. Now it's Neil. Tiger is tackling again by Scotland, and here's a 3 against 3. Hartford with one to his right, who's McQueen. Challenged by Mills. Shannon making the forward run, marked by Rioch. Scotland yet to concede a goal in the Championship. Drew 0-0 with Wales, beat Northern Ireland 3-0, leading here 1-0. Flags up, McQueen and Mills tangling. Jimmy Hill was saying, perhaps they're not the best of service to the front men this afternoon on the England side. They've been given some awkward balls to deal with when it has come up front. Dalglish. Johnston to Hartford. Oh, well played. Johnston again. Rioch is coming in. It went on to Dalglish. Dalglish again, and it's there. Scotland go 2 goals up. Ali McLeod celebrates. So does Dalglish and thousands of supporters. Brilliant ball from Hartford down the line to Willie Johnston. The ball curled back. Bruce Rioch getting the header in. It ran on from Macari. Dalglish got the first shot, blocked by the defender. Dalglish went in again, and perhaps with the help of a deflection, it went over the line. Crossed by Pearson. Linesman, though, on this side is flagging. I think the ball was already out. Francis against McQueen. He did really well there. Knocked in again by Cherry, and away by Rioch. I think England will think very quickly now about a second substitution. In fact, Dennis Stewart has taken a run up and down the line, and it isn't happening for England up front. Shannon. Stewart is moving outside him, number 15. Tom Forsyth from Rangers played well in this fixture last year and playing well again today. Hughes. McQueen winning everything back there. Now Macari. This is Johnston. Laid on the second goal. Hartford, who's passed to him, started the move. And Rioch there, who headed it back across the goal. All involved again. Good ball from Rioch. Macari. In the middle is Dalglish. Well blocked by Watson. Shannon against Forsyth. Just laying it back for Brian Talbot. Wanted a bit too long on the shot. A risky back pass, but Masson made it look easy. So with 15 minutes left, England are 2 goals down. This is Shannon, who's begun to buzz a little bit the last 10 minutes or so. Now Tuart. Did really well there. Stuart Pearson at the far post getting up, forcing the corner. What a finish it would make for if England could get one back now. Oh, Rudd didn't handle that well, but he got a second chance. That's Archie Gemmill warming up for Scotland. Motson. McQueen in well, now it's Rioch. Dalglish just ahead of him. Hartford saw some space. Clements was well positioned on the 6-yard line. Hartford shot. Mills. Pearson trying to hold his man off. This is Cherry. Found a way through there almost. Now what can Tuart do? But McQueen, taking a knock as he did so, got the ball away. One or two of the Scotland players not pleased about the challenge by Tuart on McQueen. Gordon McQueen had a word with the referee. And indeed, at that very moment, Archie Gemmill was waiting to come on, presumably in place of somebody else, but they'll have to wait and see now if McQueen is all right to continue. Well, there are 8 minutes left, Jimmy, and England are 2 goals behind.
Well, they look at me as if they've had their spell. Danny McQueen might have twisted his knee there. It was a nasty one, but it just illustrated the all-out way in which the players on both sides have challenged throughout this match. There's Archie Gemmill coming on to play his final part in this match. But it's rather interesting. I wonder what Don Reevy thinks, John, that Terry Orr inspired the Wales victory the other night, and Gordon McQueen has done the same really in his own way. 2 ex-Leeds United players.
Yes, and the irony trebled, as we were saying earlier, by the fact that Johnny Giles came here with error earlier this season and got a draw. Anyway, a substitution. Archie Gemmill is on, and Don Motson has gone off. Asa Hartford on the ball. Now McQueen. And the substitute, Archie Gemmill. McQueen slipping, and then the free kick being given against Tuart. Header back by Shannon for Talbot. Francis certainly kept going well, Francis. He's probably been England's most consistent attacker. Got it back from Pearson. McQueen went in, and the referee has given a penalty, has he? McQueen going in on Francis, and the referee says it was illegal, and a penalty has been given. Francis played the 1-2 nicely. McQueen came over. Did he play the ball or did he play the man? But it was a close one perhaps, but the penalty's been given, and England now have been given perhaps a very late kiss of life. If Shannon can put this away, He could be on to quite a last couple of minutes. And he does. Well, there'll be some 30 or 40,000 whistles from the Scots. This is Talbot. Watson. McQueen's header out. Mills now for England. Shannon's header it was. He beat McQueen there. And Ruff forced to turn it over. Just see here, Gordon McQueen may still be slightly struggling with an injury there. He held his leg as he went down. And so, a corner to England. But easy for the goalkeeper. We're in the final minute of normal time. Cherry has been penalised for obstructing the goalkeeper. At this stage, I think Ruff would have rather kicked the ball out of his hands, but still. Forsyth, so cool. Referee has checked his watch, and we're in injury time, and there isn't much of that. It's all over, and that is the first time in Wembley history that England have been beaten here 3 times in one season, and Scotland are the third side to beat them here. Holland came and won, Wales came and won, and Ali McLeod's Scotland, in his first match as manager against England, have gained their first victory over the old enemy since 1967. A 10-year wait it's been. They invaded the pitch 10 years ago, and they're here again. The Wembley fence is not yet up, so the fans have come over the barriers. England's players walking sadly away. The Scots, who, let's be fair, thoroughly deserved the win. A late penalty perhaps making the scoreline more respectable for England, who had their best spell in the second half. But Scotland, with a goal just before half-time, and an important second one from Dalglish, have won the Home International Championship outright in Bruce Rioch's first season as captain. The scene so typically Scottish. This biannual pilgrimage hasn't been a happy one over the last few years, but there's certainly going to be some celebrations tonight. And the Wembley pitch, perhaps one shouldn't say anything other than critical about this, because crowd invasions have been one of the reasons why fences have gone up everywhere, and indeed are going up at Wembley. And you're really divided between appreciating the delight of the Scottish fans but not wanting to see the ground pulled apart like this. They've even knocked the goals down and broken the crossbar. You just can't overestimate the passion and enthusiasm that the Scots have for football. But it comes to a head really when they beat England, because for these people beating England is more important in many ways than doing well in the World Cup. Well, they'll need a new goal net at that end of Wembley, that's for certain, and the one at the other end is coming in for a fair amount of attention as well. So what the picture says is that Scotland are the international champions for 1976-77, as they were indeed last season. They win it with 5 points, 2 wins and a draw. Wales are second with 4 points. England, having lost 2 of their 3 games, are a disappointing third with only 2 points, and Northern Ireland on the bottom with just the 1 point.
Well, there we are, a fine victory for Scotland, which I'm sure no one's going to begrudge them, certainly not any members here of our panel. But first of all, Doc, to do justice to Scotland, who were the heroes?
I think the whole team played well that day. Maybe Gordon McQueen outstanding of the whole lot, but the whole team played well together. They fought for each other. The game was always going their way, and they finished up well until.
Scottish midfield, Tom, could you talk a bit about their performance today, which I thought was superb?
I think individually and collectively the three of them are outstanding. So much strength and depth that they brought off John Motson, probably one of the best players in the side, and you can bring on a fellow like Archie Gemmill. Tremendous strength, isn't it?
And even Lou Macari, when he came on, was exemplary, wasn't he?
Well, yeah, you see this must really frustrate you when you see two players like that who can't get into the side coming on as substitute.
Yeah. A word from you, Alan, on Scotland?
I thought they looked a good side to me today, Jim. Much the better side of the two sides today. Although, give credit to England, I thought they fought very, very well.
Yeah.
But they were always lacking in certain departments, and which Scotland always had the better of them in the game.
I think that goal, the Scottish goal, probably really illustrated that better than ever.
It was a brilliant
Asa
ball.
Hartford's beautiful through ball on
Asa Hartford. We never saw one ball from any of our midfield players like that, you see. Nobody. It was a brilliant ball.
Well, let's take a look at that now and see the beauty of that goal. It was sort of old-fashioned football, if you like. That was the ball from Asa Hartford.
Great cross as well coming up from Willie Johnson. You know, right to the far post. Good header back from Bruce Rioch.
Old-fashioned cross. A bit of a dummy from Lou Macari coming up.
Good cross on the run. Good dummy from Lou, and Kenny Dalglish is there. It's a first shot's blocked, but again the lad's he's off again. He wants to get the rebound. It's in the back of the net.
Let's go now and hear from probably the happiest man of Wembley at the moment, Ali McLeod, the new Scottish manager, and he's talking to Barry Davies.
Ali, not a bad start to an international career as an international manager.
Oh, tremendous. What an atmosphere it's been. Last 3 minutes was a wee bit nerve-wracking, but other than that, I was quite happy right through.
What for you were the main differences between the two sides?
Basically, I think that Scotland has a settled side. You know, I think in the end Don will get a good side, but I took over a good side. You know, I'm not taking the credit. I think Willie Ormond plays a big part in the present Scotland team, and I've just got to make sure I keep it ticking over. I think it's a settled side, and they play like a club side. That's the main thing, and they take their chances well.
Well, you put your arm around Kenny Dalglish. Kenny, you have a habit of taking chances against England.
Well, that's my job, Barry. I'm there forward line to try and score goals, and if I happen to put them in, I'm just lucky. I don't really care who scores for Scotland.
Well, we can have a look at that goal again, Kenny. The way you picked yourself up again after the first chance had been blocked. Very good ball by Asa Hartford for a start.
It was a great ball from Asa and a great cross from Willie. And Bruce Rioch comes in at a back post and the headers it across. And Louis, I don't know whether Louis left it. He dummied it. And I thought the boy had blocked it there. But I just kept going and forced it over the line, fortunately.
You did get up a bit sharp there, didn't you?
Well, I don't think I was ever down. I think the boy kept me up there, looking at it. I never really noticed in the park.
When you're 1-0 up, you get up every time. When you don't worry about lying on the ground, and that's Kenny's job. He just finished it off. You know?
Ali, you've done what the Scottish supporters obviously wanted Scotland to do so much to beat England. But where do you go from here?
Well, it's got to be Wales and Czechoslovakia. You know, they all said at Wales it was a bad result, nothing each, you know. I was just finding my feet. I'm sure now that Scotland will go into the World Cup final. Nothing bars the way.